And finally tonight, the giant skeleton hailed as one of the greatest fossils ever found in Britain. The 10-metre-long Ichthyosaur, or sea dragon, was discovered in a drained lagoon in Rutland by a member of the local wildlife trust. And despite being almost 200 million years old, it's in remarkably good condition, as Ben Chapman reports.
It was very nearly dismissed as part of an old pipe or rocks stuck in the mud. But during a routine draining of this reservoir, one conservationist was convinced he'd found a dinosaur. It turned out to be the almost complete skeleton of a huge prehistoric sea dragon, the largest fossil of its kind ever discovered in Britain.
I looked down and saw, at first glance, something just a little bit different. And I looked and it was slightly organic, what you could see. So it looked like these little sort of nodules on the side of the rocks, as it were. And I thought, hang on a minute, looks more like vertebrae, looks more like a backbone or something. But they're really big, you know, really large, if they are vertebrae, from like a massive animal.
Following his hunch, a team of paleontologists began uncovering what was in fact an ichthyosaur, an unusual find 30 miles from the coast. But this area was shallow ocean when the sea creature, which would have looked something like this, died nearly 200 million years ago. The bones have now been placed in protective plaster while they await further examination. At 10 metres long, the length of a double-decker bus, and largely intact from its tail to its tip, this is being described as one of the greatest finds in the history of British paleontology.
The great thing about this is we have maybe stomach contents as well, so we'll be able to look at the animals that it fed on. If it was a female and if it was pregnant, because they gave birth to live young, there may be embryos inside it. So we'll find out a lot more about the life and times of these ichthyosaurs, but also this is just a piece of the jigsaw in terms of what's happened in the past.
When the process to remove and study the bones has been completed, it's hoped the Rutland sea dragon can go on public display, somewhere close to the muddy grave it lay in for millions of years. Ben Chapman, ITV News.